Avicanna is a biopharmaceutical company focused on cannabinoid research, product development, and commercialization. We're completely vertically integrated, which means our research and development is actually done here at Johnson & Johnson's Innovation J Labs, also at the University of Toronto. We are also involved in cultivation in Colombia, where we are cultivating cannabinoids from THC to CBD. We also have different lines and different segments of products that we're offering to different markets. They range from dermacosmetics to medical, and then we actually have another division that's predominantly focused on pharmaceutical development. What makes Avicanna different than other biopharmaceutical companies is our predominant focus on cannabinoids. What makes Avicanna different than other cannabis companies is that we're strictly focused on medical and pharmaceutical applications related to cannabinoids. So we actually started off originally as a research and development company. We began with research, product development, scientific development, evidence-based approach, and then became vertically integrated so that we can actually control the entire value chain and therefore ensure not only we have products that are going to be affordable, but also make sure that they meet the quality specs that we require for our final end products. Because the industry is at a very preliminary stage, we actually had to develop a lot of our own methodologies, anywhere from analytical to bioanalytical to formulation development, optimization, stability. A lot of that work we actually had to create. So we went from the bare bones up into the development of our final products. Scientists, executives, management consultants, all that have come from different walks of life, including the biopharmaceutical industry. We've come together with the vision of creating a real professional company in this ever-evolving and emerging industry.
Our goal as a company is always to do things with one thing in mind, and that's to generate the best science ethically and appropriately.
The people who are involved are all of the highest caliber. And I believe that when you put the right people together and motivate them and give them the chance to do good science, that the best research comes out of that environment.
In my expertise, we're able to take novel formulations and bring them forward and be able to really have personalized care for these cannabinoid treatments, seeing how we can tailor these formulations for that specific patient, and I believe that is the way of the future. Working with Avicanna, we're trying to bring these types of formulations forward in a more sophisticated and advanced way.
Education is going to be the key in the future of this industry, and the medical community sooner or later are going to require evidence and they're going to require education. And once Avicanna is taking the lead again in providing that evidence and also providing that education, and I think as more and more countries go towards the legalization of cannabis from a medicinal use point of view, it's that information, that evidence, plus the education that's going to be the catalyst, not only to get it approved, but also to convince the medical community to actually prescribe it or to recommend it to their patients. As a biopharmaceutical company, Avicanna decided to become vertically integrated to ensure that we have consistent quality with respect to our raw material or source API being an active pharmaceutical ingredient.
We are located in the foothills of Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, which is not only one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth, but also one of the best locations to cultivate organic and sustainable medical cannabis, given the outstanding natural conditions we have here, such as 12-hour sunlight, which is what cannabis plants need during its flowering stage, low relative humidity, and also constant airflow, which is key for healthy crops. Based on these environmental factors, we choose to cultivate in low-tech greenhouses without the need of supplementing lighting and climate controls, which means that we cultivate not only at very low cost, but also in a very environmentally friendly way.
So as a Canadian company involved in Colombia, we see it as an obligation to add social value into the atmospheres that we're in. Here we have 12 hours of sunlight all year round. We have the perfect environmental conditions, which allows us to cultivate, one, environmentally sustainably, but two, with significant cost advantages, and more importantly, three, consistently. Our agricultural practices here are good agricultural practices, GAP. We follow GMP extraction methodologies, which means we can provide cannabinoids consistently at a low cost, at a pharmaceutical grade that could be exported to our partners around the world, but also can go into our pharmaceutical dosage forms that we are here manufacturing in Colombia. We have a line of products that's called Pure Earth. It's a dermacosmetic brand of products. It's utilizing CBD, the non-psychoactive part of cannabis, and is only using it at a local level, at a cosmetic level. And that product line is going to be offered in several countries in 2019. In addition to that, we have a medical line of cannabis that we can also call phytotherapeutics. They actually use whole plant extracts of CBD and THC, and they're offered in different delivery mechanisms that are going to be specific to different patients' needs. An example of one could be a deep penetrating gel that would be potentially useful for osteoarthritis. And they're designed for efficacy trials that are proceeding. We're in various stages with various products, and those will be, in my opinion, coming into the market probably by the year 2021 and 2022.